With the set design, when the audience comes in at the top of the show, they're basically going to see a lot of white sheets, because everything is going to be covered in white sheets. And then as the play progresses in Act 1, the sheets are going to be moved and removed, taken off stage, revealing pieces of the furniture, so that by the time we get to the end of Act 1, it's set, for a modern day apartment. Just in time for the guy to knock down a wall at the end of Act 1, which allows us in Act 2 to continue knocking down walls, hanging, molding, and so forth, until the end of the show, where we have a restored synagogue on stage. The costumes will go through the same type of change. I like to call it morphing. It's just like the set, scene by scene by scene, it's going to morph into something different. So are the costumes. So if you imagine taking like the lead male character, if he starts to show off in just like shorts and a tank top as he's rebuilding the set and unpacking, and then each scene he's adding something different onto the costume, so that you start off with one look, and then by the time you get to the end of the show, he's in a completely different look. It doesn't mean he's changing the costume totally, but we're adding pieces on to it. And the same goes with the relationships in the show. Looking at our lead couple, the show starts off, they're a young yuppie couple, very much in love. And I want to play with, I'm really big into playing with movement. If anybody saw Widdershins, my main goal in that show was to create blocking that went clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what realm of reality we were in. But all the blocking in that show was always circular. On this show, what I'm trying to do is form bonds and connections. So our young couple, totally in love, through the first half of Act 1, they will somehow or another always be attached. Whether it's a touch or whether it's eye contact. The two of them will always have some kind of a line between them. And then as the relationship breaks, we're literally going to see that break, and they're not going to be so much in contact with one another. And another way of really emphasizing that is we have this one scene where we have another couple enter the play for just one scene, and they're actually a married couple. She's pregnant with twins, but there's really no connection between the two of them. So they're actually going to be blocked at opposite ends of the stage. There's going to be very, very little eye contact between those, just to kind of really lift the other couple and to make it a little bit more obvious. The other relationship is a father-son relationship. And although we don't meet the boy's father until the end of the play, we realize that there's really no relationship between the two of them. However, there is a strong father and son relationship with the boy and the Jewish grocer next door. That develops, and that becomes the father figure that we're looking for. I really do encourage people to come to the rehearsals to get a really strong understanding of what's going on in the show, because I guarantee you it's probably not in the script. The lines are all there, but what's going to be happening is going to be really, I think, really kind of cool and exciting.